My girl Marlo and I. This has been a fun week, right?
I know. Don't forget happy hour tomorrow, though.
Oh, amen,
5 o'clock
sister.
sharp, be here.
I know, well, I'm counting the minutes, let me tell you. Well, we love having you here. Of course, we are Facebooking Live. Nice to see all of you. Thank you so much for those positive comments. I really want to encourage you to like and find Marlo on her Facebook and me on my Facebook. And if you go to Shannon Smith's Kitchen on Instagram, that's where I'm posting all my recipes and tutorials and videos, but no tutorial required. Normally when you're in the kitchen and it comes to prep, you have to have pretty good dexterity or at least decent knife skills and candidly, a lot of knives in your repertoire. If none of those things apply to you, I love to be in the kitchen, but I'm not so good with knives. And to be perfectly honest, even if you are, why would you mess with it when you can get perfect knife skills? Basically a sous chef at home that does all the prep and basically all the cleanup, because all you have to do is rinse it off under your faucet. Yes, top rack dishwasher safe. It's from Elite, and it's a perfect size, whether you're doing herbs, whether you're doing coffee beans, whether you're doing a tuna salad, you want maybe your own little meatloaf mix, your own salsas, of course, and of course at a $39.99 price, that is a feature value of $10 off, $10 flex pay. I know Marlo was mentioning this. We've got a couple of key and select items on that 4-pay flex pay. Those are interest-free payments, 30-day return policy, 701156. You just saw him voting, casting his vote on Sweet or Salty. I think you're just sweet, Mark Gill. It's good to see you in your kitchen.
I love it. Hey guys, how you doing? Hey, you know what? We're going to dive right into this because I got to ask you, when's the last time you were wowed by a mini chopper? Come on in here and I'm going to wow you. Look what Elite has done. We have actually taken brand new technology and I'm going to show you exactly how this is going to change the way you cook in the kitchen. So really quick, we're going to get this going and then we're going to head up front. Okay, so here's what we've done. We're going to go ahead in our 300-watt machine here, and we'll talk a little bit more about that later, and we're going to add some cream. Now, there's some hash marks on the side, so I know that this is going to be exactly 1 cup. I'm going to pop the top off, and I want you to see something. These lights down here aren't going to engage until I lock the top. That's the safety mechanism. That means your hands can never get near the blade. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to turn this on. It's a touch screen, and you can see these blades go up and down. Now, Shannon, in about 30 seconds, we would have whipped cream. But you know what? Whipped cream's kind of boring. I said I was going to wow you. So I'll tell you what. How about for the first time ever on live TV, I'm going to make butter in the time that it takes to make toast. Let me say that again. Elite and I are going to make fresh butter out of cream in the time that it takes to make toast. So while it's doing that, let's wow you with a few more things, like how much time I can save you in the kitchen. Now, this is an incredibly simple machine. It has a 2-cup hopper. It just snaps into place. The blade doesn't screw in or anything. It just falls right into place. And watch this. A fresh bag of garlic from the store, open, full, right into the container. And I'm going to show you how you can do your prep work in about 3 seconds. We ready for this? 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000. Shannon, and just like that, I've taken an entire, look at this. I didn't have time to throw the package away. I've got a whole package of garlic that's now perfectly chopped, perfectly minced. And when it comes time to clean up, if something's hard to clean, I've said this before, you're not going to use it again. So how about nothing more than a rinse? And the same applies for the blade. Like I said, this is fast, this is simple, and this is easy. So we've shown you in the back there what the new technology is going to do for you. I've shown you how fast it is. So before we move on, let me show you how tough it is, because that matters too. Guys, this is straight ice right from the freezer. And guys, that matters, all right? It's not like the fake ice, the half ice, the hollow ice. This is that big stuff from the freezer. You have 2 buttons, pulse and power. And within seconds, we're going to turn this ice into snow. And what that means to you, first of all, if you're in Florida, it means you can have snowball fights. But have a look here. I'm not having to tamp down or whack down or do anything to bring that down to the bottom where the blades can get at it, because what we're doing is, instead of that, we're bringing the blades to the food. So have a look at this. The blade comes right out, and now you have perfect snow for things like margaritas and all of your mixed drinks. That's the kind of power that we're talking about. And Shannon, you wouldn't expect any less from Elite. Isn't that cool?
It's so cool. And what's interesting, and I hate to make this analogy, but I will, I shop a lot. I shop for groceries like most people shop for cars because I'm there all the time. But they have what I would call disposable little teeny tiny food processors down their gadget aisle. They're not elite and they're of a smaller capacity. So if you want that tweener size, you just want to do a few herbs, you want to do a tuna salad, you want to do egg salad, you want to chop ice and make maybe a little slushy for the kids. It doesn't take up a lot of room. The price is just right. It's a $10 flex pay. And sadly, Mark, I will be the first person to admit, even though I'm in the kitchen a lot, I will cheat. I will buy those pre-chopped celery or the pre-chopped onion, right? Marla's shaking her head too, just because you figure, oh, I don't want to mess with it. And Mark, the truth is, I mean, we all know fresh is best. The reason we're not doing fresh is, you know, who wants to stink up the kitchen or our hands or take the time to do it? No excuses.
Exactly. And let me show you how this can help you with your baking too. I know Kelly was just on with those beautiful bun pans. We have my mother-in-law's bun pan here that we use. So come on here, this is gonna be fun. We're gonna take some butter and some chocolate chips and we're gonna put it right in the machine. And we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna lock that into place. Remember, nothing happens until this locks into place. So I'm gonna hit that power button just like that. Remember, it's a touch screen. So that's gonna take care of these chocolate chips and butter for just a second. Now have a look. Instead of a double boiler, go ahead and heat up a little bit of cream on the stove, and you've got a handy pour top or a pour spout right on top. So you can slowly add whatever liquids into the recipes that you wanna add. So instead of getting that double boiler out, instead of that whole thing going on, just go ahead and mince your chocolate chips, heat up your cream, and just kind of let this do its thing. And in the time that it takes to go ahead and incorporate everything in there, you're going to have made a fresh, quick ganache that you can pour over all of those masterpieces that you're going to make with that beautiful Nordic ware from Kelly. Now give that just a second there, and then as soon as this is done, I think behind us, our toast is ready. So we're actually going to show you how we've made butter in less than a minute. So we can have a look here, you guys. See what's happening? It's going up and down and up and down. And so now we're going to go ahead and have a look. And we've got fresh, perfect, lovely, once I take the blade out, chocolate ganache. Now, normally, you would want to let this cool a little, all right? But just kind of for demonstration purposes, I mean, this is absolutely fantastic. And I love the fact that it does this. I love the fact that it's so fast and so easy and so simple. Isn't that incredible? And again, it's one of those tools that's going to work with you every time. So come on back here while we got you, and let me show you this. I'm going to turn it off. You want to talk power. You want to talk an incredible machine. Have a look at this. In the time that it takes, have a look inside, to make toast, we've made fresh butter. You have never seen a kitchen machine do that before on live TV at any price. How cool is that?
It is. And you know what, Mark? And Karen even said, and by the way, get this now while we've got it. Karen even said, you know, yes, it's compound butters, but you don't have to babysit and hold it down a button and, you know, fiddle-faddle with it. Mark, this is about as easy as it gets. And you know what? The cleanup is a breeze too, just like you.
Absolutely.
But, oh, you're going to be getting not salty or sweet, you're gonna be getting saucy with our brazier, right?
Oh, the brazier's gonna be a great time. So have a look here. This is hard Parmesan cheese. This is generally a demonstration reserved for expensive machines with big price tags and that take up a lot of room on the counter. But with about a sixth of the power of a hairdryer, you can do virtually anything in the kitchen. You're gonna love having this.
You will indeed, Mark. Thank you. Get saucy with me next hour. I'm looking forward to that. Thank you, Mark. Hey, continue to call on your elite, your little private sous chef for a $10 flex pay. Speaking of $10, you can get $10 off when you apply and buy on your HSN.